Have you ever had to run from something? Not like you're playing tag or something like that, but like run from something in your past. Start a new life somewhere else. You just pick up, leave, start over. It's uh, it's definitely a scary thing, but hopefully, if you have done it, that it worked out. And you made something of a new life for yourself, and you're happy and continuing to enjoy the person you become. Sometimes you do have to leave to be who you are. And that's sort of what Citizen Sleeper is about, right? You packed up, leave, and start a new life somewhere else. Hopefully, a better life, and that's what I'm gonna try to do. I really liked the way that this game looked, and apparently it's kind of like TTRPG inspired, which I really like playing TTRPGs. I mean, I've got an IRL game that I play in, and I'm actually gonna be running my first game coming up here soon. So wish me luck on that. But that's besides the point. Today we're gonna be playing Citizen Sleeper. I'm Mrs. Cannon. Let's get to it. Alright. We've got classes. Operator, machinist, and extractor. Alright. Extractor. Extractors work on resource extraction, often in hard vacuum environments. Sleepers assigned to extractor work are often confident, self-sufficient, and have a high level of endurance. Other skills. Perk. Photosynthetic skin. Sun bathe dive action allows energy recovery at home. Alright, so you can lay out, just bathe in the sun at home, you get energy. Skills. Engineer. Modifiers. 0. Work with machines, physical tools, interface. Work with digital interfaces. Endure +1. Use strength or strength of wills. Intuit, which I'm guessing is intuition. Pressure on awareness, yeah, intuition. Oh, not very aware. Engage. Approach a problem head on. Operator. Operator works with drones, hypersystem and remote machines to perform complex tasks from a distance. Sleeper assigned operator alternating cerebral and precise. Perk. Transfer intercept. Chance to gain cryon interface actions. +1 to interface, -1 to endure. Oh, good with the digital, not so much with the physical. Machinist. Machinist repairs and modifies automated systems used in industrial resource extraction. Sleepers assigned to machinist work are usually diligent, careful, and structured. +1 to engineer, -1 to engage. You don't do things head on. You let your work do the talk for you. This reminds me a lot of like Shadowrun, which I really like Shadowrun. I was actually gonna run Shadowrun, but I only have 5th world and I want 6th world, and but anytime I run Shadowrun, I run a Decker, so I really like playing Operator. And then Cyberpunk, I did pretty much hacky stuff for the most part. So I'm gonna run Operator. Yeah, I'm gonna run Operator for this run. I think it's cool that they do have classes. So interface, yeah, let's run. Dun, 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 dun. I know this is like a D6 system, which can be fun. It's more of a hope it all kind of works out. I like roll the dice. The dice will be rolled. Where are you? Unknown. The first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect, the delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. It's at its worst when waking, when you yourself have spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, and to be in a body that was indisputably yours. Oh, so I don't have a like physical human body anymore. More of a I've been put in sort of like an artificial body. Yeah, let's think about it. I leap into the cold lake on a hot day, the sting of blood welling from a fresh wound, the friction on a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach, until you can't tell one from another. The cold slips in, behind and around you, and the sensation fade out of reach. How would you be thankful for the dulled nature of this new body, given your current circumstances? The walls of the container feel immediately present, cold hard at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the I swear, like, I know the word, I see the word. I see the word in my face, and I'm like, what's that word? It's, claustrophobia. It's claustrophobia. See, like, I know the word. I can say the word, but, like, if I look at it, you know when you, like, look at the word and you're like, it's spelled, you're like, how to sound this out? Uh, Knowing that the claustrophobia comes next and retreat a little from your central nervous system, it isn't painful. Not like you used to know pain, at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered to efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There's no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered from the banal quality of digital notification. The banal. Right now, there are thousands of them. Remember the plan. You had a plan. You mostly remember that it wasn't a good plan, alright? So, like my average plan. But then your options were limited. And when you got the itch to get out by any means possible, it was either the plan or something much worse. It was at least simple. Collapse the shaft, drift away into chaos, slip into a cargo process, and seal yourself into the containers, and just hope the freighter left before you were missed. Okay, so we saved a distraction, slipped away, and put ourselves in cargo, and just got the hell out of wherever we were. Some were lost in the shaft, others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it in the containers, but the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough. Enough to know that you might no longer be on the grim, the heartless rock. Even if the airless hold of a freighter, you might freeze solid long before you reach destination. There was a winter where my HVAC unit was broke, and so I had no heat. So it was just cold in my house all the time. And in those moments, yeah, I just tried to sleep. I just tried to sleep because when I'm asleep, I didn't feel it so much. Try to sleep, but you're restless. It's been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months. You're dully aware of the damage to your legs, to your right arm. You've been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body has still needed to shut down many of its systems to protect you. You have spent much of the time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of the impossibility begin to gather. It's time to sleep again, to nudge to the false body, and including delta waves you emulated mine, and once to recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Time passes. The cold creeps further in. You feel something. Warm. Not true warm, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Sound too, everywhere, screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Oh, that's cool. Then a light, white as the cold, softer and softer until it's a haze of dirty yellow. A figure appears. You're out. Hey! I done made it out. Dragos. Pragmatic salvager. Dragos. And private salvager. That was cool. Yeah, I really like this artwork. I was like, I wish I could draw. You've seen my profile pic. That was me. I wish I could draw better. But yeah, that is cool. It's got a little like spider drone bot. You can probably see through it. Yeah, extra eyes. I hope this is like stains of like rust and like oil and varying salvager fluids. Yeah, that's all it is. It's been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of the scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You're slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately covering element of an improvised heater. You're surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges with a plasma arc slice them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. So, sleeper, you all thawed yet? I mean, yeah, I can be more thawed. You know, just a little bit. Never seen one of you come in like this. New friends that better perseverance and sub-zero vac. Seen more than a few of you frozen solid to whole plates or inside other locks in the time. They weren't so lucky. That could be me. Dragos comes to the focus, shrouded in makeshift tech, his headset with a glinting eye with the mark of a drone operator. Do you do drones? I I do drones. We drone? We'll drone it up. We'll drone it up. We'll talk about it later. On his shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches, its irising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. Didn't last long. You struggle to read the expression on beneath his tech, but he seems lost in memory for a moment. Or perhaps he's just figuring out what to do with you. Well, nigga, I'ma survive. I'ma fucking survive. Can I say nigga? I don't have like a flesh body anymore. I'm not human anymore. But you know what? Nigga live in the heart. Nigga lives in the heart. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. It don't matter if I'm in an artificial body anymore. I'm still a nigga. I'm still that nigga. Then I will plan to survive. I'm surviving Dragos. Also, Dragos, pretty fucking cool name. Pretty fucking cool name. Never met a Dragos until now. You aren't sure if he hears you. No one asks what led you to do it. Sell yourself to a corporation. I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now. And you're just software. A rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property. Not how long. You remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor on your feet as you padded to your sleeper cells, the promise of a life-off world. But as you do, you get the new familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You're no longer that person. You're an offshoot. A copy. But I'm gonna be better than the original. On some Mickey 17 type shit. What you don't know is what's ahead. At least the last one did. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. Essen Arp wants to protect their property, but if they can't keep hold of you, well then no one can. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it from the other sleepers. Plan obsolescence. I know it's obsolete. So it's obsolescence. Let's just say that's what it is. A built-in dependence on the regular administrative supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down, separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? That is definitely some evil. I can't say evil. I swear every corporation at this point in time, like you get to that point where yeah, they don't want to protect their property and ensure that you don't just run off with their property, you know, a dependent sort of supplement, some sort of drug, some sort of thing that you need to intake that only they have. I get that. Yeah. It reminds me of Murderbot. You should watch Murderbot if you haven't watched Murderbot. It's a good show. Season 1's finished and I hope definitely want a season 2. But yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense. They would definitely do that. But for now, Sleeper, you're one of the lucky ones. Dragon glances up and away, towards the glassy dome of the yard. The eye is the best place you can be right now. What is the eye? The station. You'll see soon enough. Dragon impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I got things to be getting on with. There's an old freight container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you're welcome to it. Something else emotion? Fatigue? You shakily get to your feet. Alright, you head up. You look like you need some rest. But with that, Drago stalks back into the wrecks, his drones already converging on a rustling hull. Plasma flashing, silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Welcome to Erlin's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles during which you can talk to character, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Rest and move time forward on the station, head to the empty container location to rest, and end the cycle. Upgrade a few characters. What's this? Ooh, skills upgrades. Oh, upgrades. Skills. Look at me. Don't look at me. Alright. Yeah, I got my -1. New skills. I'll look at this one I got actually upgrade. Now, empty container. And cycle. Take a little nap, little nappies. Quick little sleeps. You wake curled up in the corner of the container and begin slowly assimilating the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, knowing you wake in now, strange and disjointed. Its message is readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are, on a ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any others make it out? It's impossible to know. After all this, what matters? Now, the escape part is halfway done, right? Because I swear, these corporations, especially in these kind of futuristic settings, aren't just gonna let their property just go. So I wouldn't be surprised if they either A, well, because they know that I'm gonna slowly break down if I don't get the pharmaceuticals, they're gonna either A, send someone to like bring me back, or ensure that I get brought back, so that other corporations can't like poke and prod around and copy or make their own original sort of versions. Which I get that. But also, someone could try to sell me out, right? Try to get some money that way. Getting answers, honestly, I'm not really sure what answer to get, but one thing, I need to make money. I gotta start a new life. I escaped that world over there specifically so that I can build one over here. So maybe you did get lucky. Find yourself here. Maybe here on the edge of everything, there's a life that you can build. Before you can build anything, you need to learn to survive. Maybe if you can do that, you can make a life for yourself. Dragons left a few comforts in the container. The mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets of some dissected water. Oh, dissected powder. He thumbed the powder stove at the stove and began to boil the water. Contents had to smell like damp wood and sprinkled them into your liquid. Slow. As a pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring like the station, but skeletal and ghostly. A web of threads pulling at your skin. A constellation of bright polygonal shapes like angular suns burning into your mind. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it's as long as after you finish drinking before they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best you can and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. That's not good. Oh, they get 2 5s and 2 1s. These ones are bad. I couldn't roll higher. Oh yeah, what is this? Condition. Your condition represents your current state of your artificial body. It depletes by 1 segment each cycle, but is you can damage by violence due to your lack of food. If your condition bar empties, you will suffer a breakdown. You'll have to figure out how to recover your condition now that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. Alright? So I'm flickering. 2 action dice. At the start of each cycle, you roll your action dice. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. The number of dice rolled is based on your current condition. The worse your condition, the fewer dice you have. Once you have used your dice, you cannot take any further actions. You must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle. Alright, like I said, I got 2 5s and 2 1s. I don't know what these mean by them being yellow or white, so. Energy. You also need to eat to survive. This services your energy bar. You can refill your energy bar by eating, but first you'll have to find somewhere to get food. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle, and if it becomes empty, you will be starving. When starving, energy loss becomes condition loss, and your condition will also deplete at a double rate per cycle. Oh, not good. I gotta get money and also find food. Okay. I guess this is missing because I would need more energy to have a 5th die. I only have 2 clips of like the 5 for energy. Oh, Drago is standing in the corridor when you close out the container. He's still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor you realize it's implanted. A drone sits on his shoulder, its cache of sensor eye rapidly irising. How are you feeling? You know? Compared to how I was before, you know, I'm pretty good. I'm okay. I'm good. The drone chirps. Good to hear. You notice that beneath the operator rig, his skin is marked by burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. So, I'm not going to chit chat too long. You all have to work. You know what? Yeah. First step, and starting a whole new life, you gotta get some sort of social income. Find some social income so you can actually feed yourself. So that you can actually go out, find a place, and start anew. So yeah, let's get to work, man. Alright then. At this yard, it's simple stuff. We hack these all hold down, sell them out to the shipyards so the bright market dealers for cryo. Occasionally we pull out some tech, something a bit more valuable, but most of it comes from its scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figured the sleeper you used to manual labor. Obviously I'll slip you a few chits, commission based on what you turn up. What are chits? I know what chits are. I know we got chits where I come from, but your chits might be different out here, so I just want to make sure chits to you is the same as chits to me. So what do you think chits are? These. He pulls out a handful of small metal bars, air-walled cryo. Isolated from the market. That's what we use for trade out here. He sells them back in his pocket. Okay, good. Okay, we got this. We both knew what chits were. We both knew what chits were. He shuffled his feet nervously. Look, I wouldn't usually do this. In my opinion, you'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can. And sleepers, well... Sleepers will what? Or just gloss over, okay. But things being the way that they are for me at the yard, I need the help. Hey, Darius, technically, that was my day one. I mean, he pulled me out, blanketed me out, gave me a place to sleep, and I would work. And I was like... You're good peeps, as long as you're not secretly trying to sell me out. You're good peeps. So yeah, let's get to work, my boy. Okay. He pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. Yeah, we'll do. He nods distractingly and turns and walks away. The drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later. Looks like it's time to get to work. Alright, yep, so... I'm just gonna check because there's anything here. Nope. Nope, nothing there. Yep, let's, go to the yard. Oh, tutorial. Actions. Actions are the primary way to interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, click and drag your chosen action dice to the slot. Oh... Actions reward you with clock progress, energy, condition, or items depending on their outcome. There are 3 types of outcomes. Positive. The action goes better than expected. Neutral. It succeeds. Negative. It fails. Action dice. Okay. I got 6. 100% positive. 5. 50-50. Positive neutral. Alright. Drain force. Alright. Okay. Alright. So the dice that I roll are the dice that I have, and I put them in to do variant actions, and depending on what the dice are, better determine kind of what possible outcome it becomes. I see. One type. Critical or repeatable. Critical action you can only perform once. Risk. Safe, risky, or danger. Safe. No loss of condition, energy, or cryo. Negative outcomes means cryo or energy loss for risky. Danger. Negative outcome means condition loss. Neutral means cryo or energy loss. So those you have to come out positive to not lose anything. 3. The skill. The skill that the action requires either engineer, interface, endurance, or engage. Alright. Modifiers. Either -1, so you got modifiers. It's added to the action dice and slotted and improve its value. Some actions require a +1 to perform. So okay, so I take one of my d6s, turn it on, and I apply them to the roll, and I just I hope it goes out well. This is risky, so I probably want the higher things. That's a 75% chance of nothing bad happening. And nothing bad happens regardless. This is already -1. These are already 1, so it's like I doubt it could go to 0. So it's these are 50-50 shots. So yeah, I feel like it's probably safer to do this because these are risky. So it's 50-50. Negative. Actions alter for clocks. Clocks display actions to fill them. Track your actions. Some clocks is the one tracking Drago's depth. Oh, these are that. Take themselves one cycle complete without player input. Any active cycle clocks will be displayed on the icon for that location. It's negative. I said I'd rather use these here. Because it's risky if it's negative. Okay, so dragons are tied in with something ugly, and if he misses a payment or two, things could get nasty. Every salvager knows they are always just one lucky haul away from the next payday. Wait, what's that? Yeah, I'll say, huh? Drives and navigation. Instance of you, unlike drives, is to cover more about yourself and the world. Drives guide you in pursuing specific objectives, depending on which path you wish to take. You can track drives, and then you track drives, you place a yellow marker on locations that will help you pursue your goals. Exit your drive menu in the VA area at the top of the left screen. Oh, survive. Find the dock. You're now free to explore Erland's Eye and make a life for yourself here. Try tracking drives, help you survive, look for food, keep your energy up. You can recover ignition, fill clocks, progress stories, find opportunities. Remember to end your cycle when you're out of dice. Alright, use mouse wheel or WS to scroll on your station and rotate. Good luck. Ah, neutral. Progressed. Let me... Oh, I see. The low end. The bright market. Me too. What's down here? The shipyard. Oh, so this is Erland's Eye, eh? What's at the shipyard? It's here. Yard hand. The only way to get to know the shipyard is to work here. There's no tourist here. Yeah, I can actually got skills. Yeah, if you can get a shipbuilder noticed, then we might be in. There's no current negative here. So this is on a red timer for Dragos. Is that? I assume it would increase 1 pip at a time, like per cycle. I would guess. What is this? Dock C4. Hellion crossing. Merchants willing to run the gauntlet in the Hellion system are rare, but those who do always return eventually. Alright, so I'm guessing this is also on the cycle. Yeah, so depending on how quickly this is, it'll be that long for someone to return. The Rotunda, the old dock terminal. Steel dock plans. Explore Rotunda. Dog Watcher. Getting into the Rotunda doesn't just mean new places to visit, it means keeping your eye on new arrivals. Having run the Rotunda and their security watches the docks better to avoid attracting their attention. This is a one-time steal. I'll hide Dock B2, the wet dock. It takes several cycles to reach the starboard bow and return loaded with scrap from the old wrecks. Okay, so that's gonna take 4 days. And this is the dock. I'm gonna check that out. Let me look at this gate. Anderson says it caused some trouble in the lowlands. Your thing imposed a toll for entry. No one gets in without paying. It costs 60 cryo to go down. Dock. As for directions, why wander there in the hundreds of people? When you're at work, all you need is the courage to approach them. It's engage, explore the market. The smell, sounds, buzzing activity of the bright market makes it a dizzying place to wander, but an enticing one too. The bright market is the busiest part of the ILO room. You can find anything and everything here. It looks like it only takes 3 successes. Security windows for people. So I think I need money. Yeah, I need money. Right now I only have 15 credit. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna at least do this. Yeah, well, this multi-section. Positive, nice. Oh, that gave me 2 pips. 130. Hopefully this is only like a 1 at a time sort of pip. If it is, because I need to get food as well. So let's into it though. I think I'll do this. Because yeah, I need to be able to know where to actually buy food, because I'm going to need that to, you know, not lose condition, and oh yeah, also you're gonna need pharmaceuticals to not die. So let's explore the market. See how this goes. Hit it! Damn it. As the fall of the flow of energy, you can start appreciating and enjoying chaotic nature. So that's... Oh. Savine. Some doctor. I found the doctor. Next! Comes from the call from the enforcer at the door. A decaying habitation block. You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the open apartment door. You keep your head down and your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful for the tip-off that the doctor was offering out of his place, but now that you're here, you're just so. The gang enforced on the door, the flickering light strips the decaying hab block. They all made the long queue a test of your nerve. But your options are few, and without a supply of stabilizer in this body, your body, no. You repress a shiver and a shuffle towards the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. I'm probably not gonna look at that guy, because I feel like you, especially if you're a new face, you just look at somebody who's like, what the fuck you looking at, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just trying to make it through. I'm trying to start now. What's inside? You lean against the door frame and look into the apartment. The entryway is dark, punctuated with the green indicators and stacks of sealed containers. You lean in and see amber light filtering through a far doorway, screened with plastic sheeting beyond which blurred shapes move. The slab of the enforcer palm against the doorway jerks you awake. Wait your turn, he growls. Nigga, I've been waiting my turn all this time. After a few moments, the figure pushes through the doorway and you catch a distant voice. Send the next one in, Toshiro. The enforcer jerks his head and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and push through the plastic shirring on the far door. The room beyond is bathed in a warm light. The floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the bright market-sealed roof and buzzing traffic above, and for a moment, you're transfixed by the motion. Come, sit, calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turned away, replacing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. Sabine, a doctor in a bright market. The figure turns to you, and they see an expression of confusion flies across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak. They blink, and quickly regain their composure. Please, sit. They gesture to the bed, then turn to an open case of tools on the table. You sit. Sabine turns a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it into their eye. Remain still, please. Their tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead, still dazed from the expression when you first entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. Now they know what I am. How long have you been on the station? They asked the scanner. Said, you know, it's not even a few cycles. It's been one cycle. I came here yesterday, and today is day one. But I feel a little bit. Because you came to me. I said the diagnostic scanner. I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything. They take your arm and roll over your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. Your body is dying. They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. Oh, okay, that's SNR doesn't like to see his proprietary technology let loose to prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case escaping to build in process of so-called planned obsolescence. See? Yeah. Like I said, corporations gotta make sure their stuff don't get taken by anyone else. Friends decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizers, which SNR remains the sole producer. Yep. They look... Yeah, see, like I said, they're the only ones to ensure that you stay with them, and if you don't, you're done. They'll scrap you, use your parts to remake a new one or something. Yeah, they say. Is it good? Yeah, that may help. They saw through your arm, running some of the metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. I'm sorry, Sivian says, and you're unsure what they mean for the cold touch or the metal, or, your just existence. Emulations like you, sleepers as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no rights, no status. Damn. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm, and SNR has no reason to release stabilizers into the market. Sivian looks as if it apologizes again, but they stop saying, I know little of this is of use to you. They turn away, disassembling the metal and starting cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sivian works, and then the silence gives your way to attention. You stare at their back, willing them to say something, anything. Turns to face you. I may be able to help. They sigh, and you see the darkness in their eyes. hear the fatigue in her voice. They gesture to the door. You saw Toshiro outside. You know, he works for my benefactor, Yadigan. They're influential in the low-ends. They give me the space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds. But Yadigan has connections. Smugglers from the Stalwart Belt, mercenaries working for the corporations of Limber. If they can source the stabilizer, maybe you'll have a better chance. Alright? So I gotta get in with the local gang? This is dangerous, and it'll be expensive, but I think we can do it. Yeah, in all realness, it would be easier to let me die. So yeah, it's why help me? Somebody walks away the window, their face downed by the shadows of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first, and I'll let you know when I have a lead. You're not lead. Sabine's still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face, but the room looks dark against the light in the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Alright, so I gotta wait for Sabine to... Looks like he's gonna take 3 cycles? Yeah, looks like he's gonna take 3 cycles for Sabine to possibly get stabilizer. And it's in the low end, which I need 60 cryo to even get to. That's on a timer, this is also on a timer, this is on a bad timer, I believe. So I guess yeah, until then, I'll just help. I feel like I need to find food, which might be, it's probably in the market. So I need to work and find food. So we'll end the cycle because we're out for now. I need to work money, find food so I don't decay my condition. Because I'm starving! This time you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost of the station, the shifting skeletal rig surrounds you. Ha, container, 4 steel walls, that's funny. For a moment you're gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across the colorless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. And these threads become vectors of exchange and extensions as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into millions of disturbed nodes they connect to. You see the station. No, you feel the station. Like a web of texture in a smooth black liquid. What's it look like? Even though you have no eyes, no sight, you see/feel the map of the station. No, not the map of the station, but the map of its connections. It's a looped cloud with spokes and spires that jut out into space, and an ungrown thing full of obsolete loops and severed pathways. It's a system, a map, and a territory, all at once. You know, it's a tugging feeling, pulling at you, insistently as if it were a small child. Somehow it's pulling you in 2 directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden everything shuts off. You come back trembling into an unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours all at once. You find yourself standing in the corridor, in the container. Eyes now open to a dark steel walls. You feel it change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second, you feel it waiting there. The station's splayed out across your mind, a storm of connected nodes waiting to be explored, and then it's gone. Oh, I only have 3. I have 3 die. Oh my god, it's a 100% success. And it's 75% of good. 50-50? Okay, alright, yeah. Oh, that's 1 bad pip. It's 1 good pip. It's 1 good pip. It's 1 good pip. So I think what I'm gonna do for this day. So I'm gonna work since, because his debt is happening. I'm not gonna do any manual salvation. I think I'm just ooh, this is risky though. Yeah. I'm gonna save the 2 for I think I'm gonna save this for the market. I might need to use the market. Yeah, I think I only need 2. But I could also, if I get a positive outcome, I could instantly complete it. I will have to come back another day, and I do need food because I'm currently starving. Let's use this. A fucking negative outcome? Are you kidding me? I need need. You're gonna have to wait for a move, Drago. You know, because this is a 100% success rate, I think I'm actually gonna use it here. Because it's a critical action, I can only do it once. But it's a 100% success rate, so I can guarantee I win. Is that what I use it on? Because I can use it there. I can also use it here at the Rotunda to steal the dock plans. I do see any other own. New places to visit. Keeping your eye on new arrivals. You know, right now, immediately, I need to be able to food. I need to be able to food. So let's use our guaranteed positive. Local knowledge. You end a drink stall, debating your final points and selling clubs. You try to remember all the tips your companion offers you. Alright. So yeah, now I'm this is new drive discovered. Street food vendor. Yeah, so this is done now. I can now sell components. Play the exchange. The flow of chips and commanders to put a sharp eye on night trades can net you a good margin. So now I can trade here because of that. I also found a street food vendor where I can hopefully buy food. Enfys, an imposing street food vendor. Now this guy got all the stacks. Enfys is busy. His broad face uplit by a makeshift gas burner in front of him. With precise, delicate movement, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok. His other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red flecked dressing. The smell is incredible. He watches as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping the fungus with a bright salad and depositing in a plastic trays. I'm hungry as hell now. I haven't eaten yet. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna eat after this. The sack of chits rattling in his apron pocket as customers file past the burner and handing over pavement. Sometimes you just gotta watch our master at work. Despite the cue, Enfys doesn't rush. He dresses each portion individually, squeezing precise slugs of liquid in an assortment of bottles into the bowls of torn leaves and bright slices before tossing them loosely together. Occasionally, a waiting customer might mutter something about efficiency, but Enfys remains steady in his process. He's a true chef. He won't be rushed. Everything is done precise. After a while, the queue fades back into the crowd, and Enfys sets down his metal bowl and looks across the corner to see you watching him. I can feel your eyes burning a hole in my bowl. Free sample? Oh! Free sample! Nigga, yes! Yes, please! I would love a free sample. I'm starving. Adjusts her neatly. Come over. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy, the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire and your skin hardens in its glare. I know you. You sleepers. Enfys says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life, a lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know. In that case, Enfys, let me tell you a story. You had to tell him your journey to the eye, and he nods to cooks. His eyes never leaving his work. You tell him with the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility in its sudden arrival. Tell him with the cold and dark of the container and the endless cycle spent within it. Now it seems you tell him like some dream, but you once had. I can never forget. I mean, cycles. I've been. This is day 2, technically. This cycles. I guess technically more than one is plural. So, you tell him that the eye excites you and scares you, and you're unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you tail off, running out of words. He places his plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time we can talk some more, he says. But next time, you pay. He slams a heavy hand against a button on the burner side and it shuts off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades. Next time then, sleeper. He waves you away and begins to oil the walk. Before you turn back to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearm, each surrounded with a constellation of glinting pen marks. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, this is a cool-ass design too. You walk away, and as you do, you take a bite of the rich, spicy, delicately sweet fungus. Your taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back. Hey! I can go to Emphasis Stall. I have 3 things of energy. Which means, yeah, I'm fading. I'm no longer, starving. I have 40 credits. I have 2 die. Let me go. So you can order fungus. It costs 15 cryo. And this spice fungus is one of the few things potent enough to stimulate your limited taste sensors. It's incredible stuff. Okay, so 15 for, and this doesn't trust people easily, but this is regular customers in his own corner. Alright, so if I eat here 4 times, I'll be a regular. Alright, I got a 2. Let me make a little bit more money. Right. I don't want Dragos to die. It's 50-50 and it's risky. It's safer to go here, so even if it fails, I won't like lose anything. So yeah, let's go with that. Come on. Go on! Negative. I know I'm supposed to be helping you, my guy. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll have that day. I was looking around at a bunch of shit the other day, so let's end this cycle. I swear, Dragos. I swear, you're not gonna get your kneecaps taken. Ooh, that took 2. Okay, so it looks like it takes 2 energy a day to wake up to not be starving, so I need to eat again. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering lights, with stars reflected in a wonder lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads, you see bright shapes, catch the shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring through the forms and leap off into the void. You begin to understand these are nodes and connections and map information and communication. There's so many layers, so many loops that it seems almost impossible to parse, but you begin to try. Let's focus on the threads. There are more threads than you can count. You choose one that passes nearby and approach it. As you inspect it, you understand why you instinctively chose the word thread when you first saw them. They're not single lines, but rough, fuzzy things woven from data strings and all kinds. You say data or data? That's not a swap. The threads are nodes, passages, and puzzle boxes. One leads to another. There's so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the path and open the boxes. Look across the ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging, again, pulling at you. You look down again and see 2 lines, 2 threads pointing in different directions as if they were tied around you. Let's go first. Pressure leads out somewhere in section of the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They're in a ship and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. They send someone to come get me. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze falls in. This time you something a spear shimmering above a strange angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you. Tasting you. Don't taste me. You're losing your eyes. Time is short. Hunted. Someone out there is tracking you, following your trial and won't be long for they arrive. Oh shit, I got number 6? Oh, okay. Great. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the data cloud tonight. A network of decaying protocols and data down to the wild there. You can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. Just be careful. These networks are old and strange. Click the I button on the top screen to toggle wheel. I'm in. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's real cool. Alright, 2 votes. Let's go 2. And then 1 more day that'll show up. 1 more day that'll be done. Gonna need food. So energy is low. +3 to energy. Oh, alright. So I have another 6. Pretty much okay. Now, I could use it here. I don't really want to, though. Because it's a repeatable thing. I have time before they break his kneecaps. I could steal that dock stuff, since this is close. I could also work at the shipyard. These are also repeatable. I think because it's a guarantee, I'll save it for that. Let's help Dragos out though. Let's see if yeah, let's see if we can help out Dragos. Negative, not good. Dragos, I'm really not progressing. You're back in business. Hey, Dragos, you have to survive. You just don't die. Still die class, yeah. Yes. Dog Watcher, complete it. Overlook Bar, the Ankita, Stranded Mercenary, Sealed Dock. I know Dock B2 a lot better now. Oh, okay, this is 2 more days. Alright, I got new locations. But before we go off and explore any of the new spots, I think I'm actually gonna call it here. Yeah, we've got a lot of things to do. We gotta help Dragos not get his kneecaps taken. I mean, he can't afford it. But we do have a bunch of new locations that we'll check out, see what's going on there. We'll keep having Dragos. We only have one more cycle before we hear back from Sabine. But I think this is a good spot for the part 1. So yeah, no. Tell me what you think about the game. You know, let me know in the comments. Right, I do think that this is a game that it's shaping out to be pretty fun, and I do think that if you like anything like this, that you should definitely stop here. Yeah, stop here. Go pick up the game. The link to it's gonna be in the description, and try it out yourself. Go playthrough of it yourself, and then after you're done, you can come back, finish up the playthrough, and you'll see what I did. See what choices I made, the different outcomes that came out. But that is going to be all from me today. I'm SS Cannon. I'll talk to you later. Bye.